For anyone new to Gears of War, movement is single-handedly the most important function of the game. So the cover system really helps to explain why movement is so important. You can get into cover, you can bounce out of cover, and there's a lot of different things you can do with the movement mechanics of the game. So we're going to start with some of the movement fundamentals and this basic movement mechanics. We're going to talk about the A button.
The A button is the most important button on your controller. It's really important to be able to maneuver around the map at a fast pace, to race for power weapons, to really be able to outmaneuver opponents with different weapons when you're fighting them. You're using it in unison with almost every other button on your controller.
So if you don't know how to use the cover system effectively in Gears of War, you're going to die fast. But what's important to know is you're not always going to be in cover.
The cover system in general is just an aid to keep your health up at all times. It's really important that you don't use it too much. If you use it too much, you can end up getting caught on the cover. People come around you and catch you by surprise.
There's an actual radius in which you can slip into cover by pressing A, and it's really important to know that radius and master that radius, otherwise you'll find yourself accidentally rolling or misrolling into cover. One thing I used to do as a pro player is I would actually load up a private match by myself, and I would literally just run around the map as fast as I can, slipping into every piece of cover in front of me, which would really help me learn the mechanics of cover and how to really utilize the movement system in Gears of War. First and foremost, if you hit the left trigger, you're going to pop out of cover. This is almost like the Time Crisis-esque gameplay where it's a pop and shoot style play of Gears of War, where you press left trigger, you'll pop out and you'll be shooting. If you let go of the left trigger, you're going to be back in cover. So whenever you're getting shot and your Crimson Omen is very weak on your screen, you want to let go of the left trigger, get back in cover, get your health back, and then reset.
When you're fighting and you're using a piece of cover, you do have a bunch of different options. You can up A around the cover, which is basically just a cover slip. That would be more of an offensive type of move to try to bring the fight closer to that person while exiting the cover. You can simply pull off on your left joystick if you want to start fighting the person on the spot. If you want to try something a little bit more risky, you could always hop over the cover and try to outmaneuver them that way, but it's a set animation, so it makes it a little bit more difficult to pull off. So the roadie run is going to be the fastest way to get from point A to point B. You're going to hold down the A button and steer with your left stick again. Usually it's a race to power weapons like I mentioned before, so you're just going to try to get to that weapon before the other opponent so you can pick it up and use it before them. In some other games like Gears of War 2, you could actually get around the map faster by breaking the run and rolling and then running and then rolling and running again. In this game, it's actually much faster to just hold down the A button to run to get to locations, and the steering is actually also a lot faster as well.
So those are the very basics of Gears of War movement. Continue to practice that, and eventually you'll be wall bouncing and doing some more advanced tactics that we'll be covering in future videos.